Hello, everyone, and welcome to another TVG talk. My name is Paco Treviño, and today I'm joined by Lauro Chapa.
Hello, guys.
And also joining me today is Carlos Cáceres.
Hey guys.
And today we'll be discussing about the recent news that Tatsumi Kimishima, the Nintendo president, has announced that Nintendo still has a lot of games up their sleeve uh, before the end of the year. So we're talking about a couple of holiday titles that have not been announced yet. And today we'll be talking about some of those, some rumors that have been circulating around the web, like some virtual console titles. But most importantly, Twilight Princess HD seems to be one of the most likely candidates, given some of the leaks and some information that has been coming up. First, we saw a leak, I believe it was in 4chan. Then there was this HD render basically from the Link version of Twilight Princess. I mean, the Twilight Princess version of Link. Lauro, with all these leaks and hints towards Twilight Princess HD, how likely do you think it is that we're going to see this title coming out?
I think this title is 100% happening, and I'm so happy about it.
Woo! Yeah. Yeah, me too. I think that the bit that really convinced me was this HD render, because before that everything was within the possibilities. Like the list of leaks, well, maybe some leaks were true and they added some to fool people, and then the image that they found on the eShop, all those things I thought that could be debunked. But the HD render of Twilight Princess Link, to me, is
It's happening.
it's happening. Yeah, because Mario didn't get a new render, Bowser, Donkey Kong,
Nobody.
nobody, only Link, and Link never gets new renders. In fact, up until this point, the render that they used for Link was the one from Skyward Sword. So they definitely had no plans to change it. Uh, until like they were going to promote a new game, and I think that Twilight Princess HD is the new game that they want to promote. So yeah, I think it's really happening. Carlos, what do you think of this information, being a huge Zelda fan and all?
Well, to tell the truth, I think that Nintendo is actually telling us in every way they can that Twilight Princess is real and it will come soon. Or that, or they are really messing with our hearts. So, yeah, I think it will come. I think it's real. I think it must be real because they are getting us all hyped for. I want to think that's something really great. And yeah,
Yeah, it's in everyone's best interest to see Twilight Princess come back, especially because, well, in a very personal opinion, a very personal note, I think that Twilight Princess right now is the 3D Zelda that could be improved the most,
Yeah, it
because we
didn't age
already,
very well.
yeah, because yeah, the visuals didn't age very well. Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask both already have new versions that, in my opinion, are much better visually and in gameplay than Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
And Wind Waker also got a gorgeous HD remake. So I think that Twilight Princess not only has a good shot at it, but it also needs it in a way, to endure, to make that title endure, with the new generations. Uh, so going ahead with this Twilight Princess, let's pretend that it's already confirmed. We already saw the first trailer even. Let's pretend that for a second.
Sure.
What do you want to see, Lauro? What do you think that they could improve, apart, the visuals, obviously, but maybe some gameplay mechanics, maybe some maps?
Yeah, I thought the
Side
intro was very long. It was I think out of all the 3D Zeldas, is the most tedious one. So I would like to see them improving on that.
Yeah, maybe pack more stuff in the same amount of time, maybe,
Yeah.
to make it a little bit more bearable. Because, well, in my very personal opinion, Twilight Princess has a decently big map, but it's an empty one. I think that if they added some side quests here and there,
Yeah.
apart from the bugs, to have more collectibles, even, I think that the game could be very, very benefited.
Or maybe they could do like in the Wind Waker HD, where they gave you a better sail. Maybe they can give Epona better feet or something.
More speed.
Yeah.
Uh, Maybe, but I think that the answer lies more on changing the map. Maybe making it
Tighter.
more, yeah, tighter. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, thank you, tighter. Um,
Or with
Another,
or more quests.
yeah, more side quests. Yeah, definitely. Another thing that I think they should change is, for example, to have a remake be more so like Ocarina of Time 3D than Wind Waker HD. Because Wind Waker HD took the same assets, and put them in an HD render, and it looks gorgeous because that's the way that game looked. But
Uh-huh.
I think that Twilight Princess will need some serious work in
Yeah.
textures, in 3D models, all of those things. I think Twilight Princess really, really needs a hand with. And I think we will see that based on this HD render of Link.
Yeah, I think that is the reason they are taking longer than they took with Wind Waker.
Yeah, because for what they said, Wind Waker, they actually added some things because the game was very, very much alike the first one.
Uh-huh.
Carlos, what do you think we will be seeing changed or improved in this HD remake?
Well, in this HD remake, well, first of all, I would like to say that I wouldn't like to see the map, let's say, get reduced because I truly believe that in every solo I have to see a big map to feel like I'm going, let's say, on a big adventure. Okay, I think that's part. I can think on any solo that has a, let's say, a small map that I have quite like. How many solos with small maps can you think of?
Well, I wouldn't say that it has a small map, but definitely a tighter map. Majora's Mask has a very, very tight map. Basically, everywhere you go, there's something in there. Either a little cave or a new area. Majora's Mask definitely has a very tight map. Maybe not a small one, but a tight one, definitely.
I think that it's kind of well. I don't want to get very of the thing, but it's complicated because it's very deep. Let's say not linear, but it has to pass through some things to get to some other places. But well, continuing with what you asked me, I think that as Laura said before, they will add some,
Side quests.
yeah, maybe not side quests, but maybe some alternative, let's say, items to, well, make some collectibles easier to find. Like they did
Okay.
on the,
On Wind
well, on the
Waker.
Wind Waker, they added, the
For the
sail that,
Triforce.
yeah.
Oh, the sail.
And
Oh, to go
oh,
faster.
yeah, to go faster. In this
Right.
case, maybe not something like that, but maybe let's say a bug catcher, a bug radar.
Oh, like the dowsing ability in Skyward Sword. Something like
Yeah,
that.
more or less. It won't be bad, and it will definitely make you wait less time until it's nighttime to see those little things shine.
Okay.
And other than that, the gameplay, they can add some things, but I don't think that this needs, let's say, a lot of change. There will be small things. But
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Maybe.
on the visuals, they that's the thing that will surprise us the most. I'm pretty sure of it. Well,
Yeah,
as you
yeah,
say,
yeah. Me
needs to
too.
be.
What about the controllers? Would you like to play
You know
like a Wii U style? I mean Wii style or GameCube kind of style?
that's what I wanted to talk about as well.
Oh, I go with GameCube.
Based.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna go with the gamepad. I think that they're going to use the gamepad, and if we see the Wiimote at all, it's going to be an option. It's not going to be necessary at all.
I want to see
think
the
that
exact same thing of Wind Waker HD, where you have like everything on the pad and you don't even have to
Yeah.
pause the game.
Yeah, that was fantastic. That was one of my favorite
pretty
additions to
cool.
that game. Yeah, I think that we're gonna go with the gamepad this time, especially with all the gyro sensor and the touchscreen. You know, it's so much better than just having to wiggle around your Wiimote.
Yeah.
And besides, you have more options. You get the right circle pad. You know, you get to you move the camera around
Yeah.
opposite to the Wii version.
Uh-huh.
Another thing that I would like to see them improve a little bit is, you know, Twilight Princess is infamous to having some of the weirder items, like the spin thingy that it's
Oh, they
only
won't change any of that.
They
You-
won't be changing it.
you think
No,
they won't.
no,
No
definitely
way.
not.
No way.
It's too big to be changed.
You know, I think that if they added some sort of attack with it, you know, maybe just with the B button, you get to do something with it. I would
It-
really appreciate it, especially seeing
it does
how.
something. It starts spinning faster.
Yeah, but it's just a weak spring, you know.
I
It's,
get what
it's
you're
nothing.
saying. In the game, when you get an item, it's like you just can use it on the specific dungeon or something.
Yeah.
Whereas in the other Zeldas, you can attack with it or something.
Yeah,
else.
you know, Twilight Princess is infamous for that,
Yeah.
and I
Mhm.
think that if they improve that a
that's
little
true.
bit, yeah, especially the
In the case
spinner.
of the spinner, I can't remember. Well, it is used on some parts of the map to enter some hidden
Yeah,
places.
but it doesn't take any of your wits. It's so obvious, you know. You see the track right there, you know.
Yeah.
It's too obvious. But you know, I don't think that they would add any puzzles. But maybe if they added some sort of functionality in combat, like they did, for example, I played through Hyrule Warriors a lot last year and this year. The spinner is a badass in that game. Seriously, it's so awesome to attack with that thing.
But
And
maybe
I-
if they do that, it would be overpowered, don't you think?
Yeah, you know,
Oh,
obviously not something
but-
like that, but you know, maybe add, you know,
It
some
doesn't
sort of
have to
spin-
be anything big.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
maybe it can be used only to instead of Epona to really go faster, because you are not really fast even driving that. You know, it will be like more comfortable.
What if Epona
Yeah, let's
uses
use
it?
my spinner to go from here to.
What if Epona uses it?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
that
would
will be awesome.
Yeah.
It would be really weird.
Nintendo, if
But I
you're
guess
hearing,
it's possible.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. No water temple is going to cripple this experience. But yeah, I mean, why not? You know, add some functionality to some of the more infamous items. I mean, that's just my 2 cents, right? I'm not saying that it's a fact.
Yeah, still,
But yeah.
they're not going to do it, but okay, it will be cool.
You know, and going back a little bit to the original topic about the holiday titles that we will be seeing, what else do you think that Nintendo might be cooking for us this year? Maybe some virtual console, eShop titles, you know. And Lauro, what do you think that we will be seeing? Some titles that you think might be coming?
I think
Before
the
the
holiday
end
is
of
going
the
to be very virtual console and eShop heavy. Like,
Yeah, me
you
too.
remember the leak of all those games that were coming out on the virtual console, like Sonic Advance, and I actually don't remember what else. But I think we're going to see that, a lot of virtual console and eShop titles.
Yeah, me too. You know, especially because some of those games have become a reality. Maybe not in all regions, but we saw Wild Gunman on the European eShop.
Oh, of course.
We saw, I think that there were some other NES and Game Boy Advance games that have become a reality in some regions. So I think that it's going to be very virtual console heavy, like you just said. And I think that we might see some eShop exclusives here and there. I don't think that we're going to see like. I don't think that in the next few weeks they're going to announce a AAA title that's coming
No.
for Christmas or anything like that.
I don't.
I think that it's going to be very small to keep fans happy before the end of
I
the
think
year.
you're saving it for summer and for the NX.
Oh yeah, the NX, the very popular NX. Carlos, what do you think that we might be seeing before the end of the year?
Well, with Christmas coming and all of this, yeah, definitely some virtual console and eShop titles mainly. But the thing is, I'm not pretty sure. I think that we'll mainly see, as you said before, a lot of eShop titles and virtual console titles. But the thing that I don't really know is if they are finally going to include all the games that have been missing. Let's say, I think that they are going to mainly add a lot of eShop titles and virtual console. But the thing that I'm wondering if they are actually going to be games that haven't been seen before. Well, on, let's say, either console, 3DS, and Wii U, or if they're only going to add the games that are already on one of the consoles to the other console. Let's say, Super Mario World. I would like to see it on 3DS, right? And they say they're going to add games, but maybe that's the thing that they will do. They will add it to the 3DS in this case. What do you think that they will do?
I don't know if they will, especially with the virtual console, because they have been pretty clear in that they want to keep their virtual consoles kind of separate. The only console that they share is the NES. But especially with how weak the 3DS Virtual Console has been in the past few, well, I think even year now, I think that there's a slight possibility that we're going to see maybe some more NES titles or some Super Nintendo titles even, who knows, that we haven't seen on the 3DS, but we have seen on the Wii U. I don't know how I feel about the other way around in terms of having 3DS, say Game Boy Color games coming to the Wii U. I don't think they're gonna do it just to keep some exclusivity to the 3DS, but who knows? Who knows really? Um, but yeah, so Twilight Princess HD, holiday titles. Nintendo it has been pretty
Quiet.
secret, secretive, quiet in the past few months. Well, just to wrap things up, do you think that we're going to see a Nintendo Direct in the near future? I know that we always talk about this and we always miss the mark, but
Well, they did say that there's going to be one before the end of the year, so it's
yeah. Let's hope that it's not a New Year's Eve Nintendo Direct. Let's hope that it arrives at least in November.
I give them 2 weeks before I am mad.
Yeah, me too. If we don't see one in the first, but what?
Oh yeah, it has to be before New Year because they have to, let's say, build up all this hype for us to buy all their games, for Christmas.
Yes, because Nintendo are experts on building hype.
Sometimes, not 100% of the time, but when they do, we get Smash Brothers. So
just for Smash Bros.
Yeah, definitely. Well, do you guys have anything else to add, Lauro?
Well, I'm just hoping for that Nintendo Direct. Come on, guys.
Yeah, let's hope for that. Carlos, any closing arguments or thoughts?
Well, as we have been saying these past TVG talks, there are a lot of things that are going on and a lot of things that we don't know. So a Nintendo Direct is a must, and I'm pretty sure that it will build up a lot of hype for this Christmas. So
let's hope.
Yeah, let's hope.
Well, that's been it for this TVG talk. This has been Paco Treviño from the TVGamers, and today I was joined by Lauro Chapa.
Goodbye, guys.
And Carlos Cáceres.
See ya, guys.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed this episode of TVG Talk. Until next time, bye bye.